Jimmy, congratulations for the Starling Girl.
Yeah, nice to talk to you, man.
Hey, it's terrific to talk to you too. I was looking forward to this all day, and this is a really
Oh,
fascinating film.
oh, I love it.
So tell us what initially drew you to a film like this. This is quite different from a lot of things.
Sure, sure. I mean, I just I got into the business because I love storytelling, and I thought I was going to be on stage the whole time. And you move into the more filmic side of things, and not everything is about someone's just straight entertainment. It's and so when I got like I've independent movies was how I fell in love with film. Those are the kind of stories I'm attracted to. So when one shows up, I mean, it just in the first couple of pages, you could tell that Laurel's story was so clear that the storyteller had such a big landscape inside her mind. And so I was smitten. And then with Paul, um, Paul's such a relatable human because I think we all have this tendency to kind of look for and adhere to guideposts as rudderless humans looking for structure. And we've all kind of imposed a structure thinking this is our path to enlightenment. This is a way to clarity, whether it's religion or diet or whatever. And and sometimes that choice is not right for that person. And as you're being crushed by this thing that you've imposed upon yourself, you keep diminishing, hoping for enlightenment when in reality this is not your path. And so for Paul, he chose this. Eliza was born into it, and so she has less options than him. And so Paul's kind of tragedy, while he tells his daughter that he loves so much, this is what I want for you. This is how you save yourself. What he's actually doing is showing her exactly what not to do. And so she's able to have this beacon or almost like a lighthouse warning her. You know, it's his job in the church to say all the things he says, but his him falling apart is I think the thing that really helps her understand what not to do. So to play that essential element in such a beautiful character, Gemma's life, uh, you know, you couldn't keep me away from it. And also, I know that with an independent film like this, nobody's nobody's getting really paid. No one's doing this for money. And so I knew I'd be working with a director and actors and a crew that believe in this story. And it was really that way gig. It was everyone was so on the same page, in love with this story.
I really feel it. I feel the
Good.
camaraderie with everyone. So you believe that Paul was disappointed in the life he ended up with, or the life that he led in the past?
I believe that as humans, we are bombarded all day with what we should be doing. And it's an amalgam of everybody else's idea, society's idea. And so Paul found himself lost, feeling unfulfilled by his path as a musician. And so he's looking, a lot of people will tell you this is the path to finding yourself and to saving yourself. So he tried it, and he found love and he found reasons to stay there. But this does not mean that's what he should be doing.
Mhm.
And so once you're embroiled, and it's like anything with a relationship that becomes a bit toxic, how hard is it to break out of these things that are already so hard? And then you're like, to get out of it, that's not only hard, that's change, that's starting over, that's breaking and severing relationships, all these things that make it seem impossible, when in reality, you're not even living.
Hmm.
So I think Laurel understands in storytelling, you just kind of have to crank it up a little bit so that people can see their own situation they're in. If maybe they're not an alcoholic stuck in a slightly oppressive to them situation. Maybe they are in just a bad relationship. Maybe they're in a bad job. And and then Gemma's whole experience, I think it should imbue so many, not just young women, but people with this idea that, yeah, that gnawing idea of what you should be doing, you should believe in that, you
Most
know?
excellent. Well, Jimmy, hey, thank you very much for this conversation. It is a fascinating
Sure.
character that you play in the Starling Girl, and hopefully I get to meet you once again.
I would love that, man. Nice talking to you.
Hey, nice talking to you. Thank you. I know.